Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. This video is going to be on the Huawei Watch 2. Huawei Watch 2. I've had this one for about a year now, maybe about a year. Yeah. So I've had this one about a year now. I've just reboxed it just for the purposes of this video. As you can see, it's on and happy. Let's pull it out. I'm not going to give you the specs and stuff just simply because you're going to be able to see that when you get it, whenever you do buy it. They're all pretty much generally standard. Any of the minute differences, for example, I've got the Galaxy Watch right now, and the differences in the actual speed and the differences in what these watches actually do are what I would call marginal for you normal users, unless you're actually for example, using these things specifically for say fitness tracking, and even then, the apps that you can get on the Huawei Watch are as comparable to your Samsung. And again, you're not going to really notice much of a difference. In much of, because all the apps are generally the same. All right. Okay, let me put the box down. It comes in a really cool box. Very, very snazzy little box. Charger. It's a simple cradle charger. Let me throw that onto the bed. Simple cradle charger. Warranty card. I actually don't get these things warranted, and I'll tell you why. Just simply because chances are, if I break it, it's going to be a pretty decent break. I'm not going to care about getting it fixed. I'm going to care about just replacing it, which means I'm going to run down to Best Buy or Walmart or Target and just buy myself another watch and replace it. I generally try to be pretty careful with them. Like I say, I've had the Huawei for long enough that I've actually haven't broken it or damaged it, and for me that's pretty darn good. Anyway, standard charger, standard cradle. Cradle's never failed me. My idiot cats have never chewed the cradle. I've never had to get a separate one for it, or a replacement, so I'd call that a win-win. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to throw this on the out of the way. All right, so the watch, like I said, I've had it about a year. Amazing little watch. It's pretty much waterproof. It's really durable. I've banged it on things. I've given it some a year of decent hard usage, and I don't know if you can tell, but even the bezel on this, there's not a scratch or a ding on the bezel or the bezel ring. There's nothing on there, no scratches. The glass is clear. The band shows no cracking. The back of the watch there's nothing wrong with this. And this is, like I say, after a year of hard, decent, like everyday wearing. These are tough. I generally put my watches through a lot of abuse, and this is a tough watch. I didn't even go with excuse me. I didn't even go with getting the Gorilla Glass protectors on it, or any of the over the face protectors. I just have never needed to. Tough watch. Really good quality. Okay. The apps and everything that you can get off there are generally everything you can get off the Play Store, so it's not like there's a specific market for these particular apps. There's a specific market for Huawei apps, I should say. Anything you can get off the App Store, Google Play Store, you can get on here. It's again run off Android, so there's no big differences in anything majorly you do. Now that being said, when you buy, say, a $900 Garmin GPS tracker watch, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for a watch specifically designed for GPS tracking. It's packed full of the most best GPS sensor you can pack into a watch. So I mean, yes, there are For a generic, and I'd call these generic smartwatches. For generic smartwatches, yes, there's ones that have things like LTE, and you can hook it up to your phone, or you can have it directly a chip inserted and a SIM chip in, and it's a standalone phone. Yes, I understand that, but for general watches, most of us we hook these up to our phones, and we're good for the day. We come home, throw it on the charger at night, and we're good. I'm not going to say much on that aspect of the watch either, just simply because everybody wears their watch differently. Everybody likes a different style. For example, I have a really cool watch faces, even with this one. I have some really cool watch faces. I've actually given this one to my wife, and this is now her watch. She's loaned it to me for the purposes of this video. As I said, I upgraded up a little, but yeah, amazing watch. I forgot where I was going with this. Where was I at, honey?
We were
gonna
give your
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay, so the reason I'm not going to really go into performance with the watches, because everybody wears their watch different. I love having the face of my watch showing. It's a really snazzy watch face, so I have the always-on display. Then when I actually have the watch on, it's, like I say, a pretty snazzy display, and I like that. As to compensate for always having my always on, this display is a short display, so it goes off after 15 seconds. Watch, it's not gonna now because I'm saying that. But anyway, so with this one, there was no difference. I liked having an always on display, so I always had it on, but I had it on for a short time only, 15 seconds. That would compensate for having it on all the time. It would also compensate a little for the wrist gestures, where you tilt it and it turns on, or this case, the bezel wake up, or touch wake up, because it does touch against things. It will wake it up. But again, if you do little things like have the screen brightness down and the screen time on very low, you can use all the functions on the watch. You can max it out, and you'll still be able to run it all day. When I got this, I had no illusions that I was going to be running this thing days on end. I had no real hopes. I know there are watches out there that have very, very impressive battery lives, anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 days. If you are using these watches just specifically as a watch, where all the functions are turned off, you're not using your GPS, you're not using, it's basically hooked by Bluetooth to your phone, and it's just a watch, they will run for a long time, up to 20 days, some of them. I'm not sure of what this one would. I've never looked into how fast or how far or how long this would run as just a watch. Like I said, I like the where I'm able to kind of show it off. It is a beautiful, beautiful watch. I would highly recommend it to people. Don't take my upgrading to a Samsung Galaxy as a diss at all to the Huawei. It is a fine piece of tech. Again, if you're going for something specifically like fitnessing, this will do, but there are better ones for specific fitness tracking. I don't even know the names of some of them, but I know there's a lot of them that just deal specifically with fitness tracking. That being said, amazing watch. That's it. Price, I'm not going to go into that. You guys can all get different prices from different vendors, third-party sellers. So that I'm not even going to go with that. I got this one specifically from East Main Exchange. I did buy it used, but again, I had no trouble at all buying used. There, as you can see, it's in great shape when I got it, and it's after a year or so of getting it, it is still in great shape. One thing I would say, it turns out I get irritated on my skin with silicone. I think it's the silicone bands. So I've actually put on order for the metal bands, a dress band and a sport band for my Galaxy Watch. Let me know if you guys want to see a review of my Galaxy Watch. I've only had it for a little bit of a while, but we can, if I get any interest in it, I will do a review for that coming up. Anyway, that's it. I think I've got to go on this, but again, Huawei Watch 2, excellent watch. Thanks a lot, guys. Join me on my next video.